What to do, y'all? It's your boy Down FAB, and I'm back with another. Yes, you know what I'm back with. Anyways, yeah, I'm back with another react, and yeah, I don't think I got to say this last video, but anyways, Happy New Year. I'm glad everybody made it to the new year. Rest in peace those who didn't. But at the same time, man, what life is life at this point. You see what I'm saying? I got to the age where shit happen. You better roll with the punches, but at the same time, but don't not throw no punches. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix myself, but yeah, don't not always throw some punches, but always roll with them if they shit get hard. But still keep fighting, man. I don't know what I'm talking about right now, but still, hope y'all doing well as well. This afternoon, I'm over here. Yeah, bro. I'm just up there right now. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, though, for today's reaction video, we got the war on rats. Yeah, that's what this is. The war, yeah. War on rats in New York, NYC. But I can understand because, man, I ain't been, but just by the stories and the memes and all that shit in the media, man, I don't even want to think about it. But yeah. But let's go and get into it. You know I don't do no yapping, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos like this, leave a comment down below. Also join my Discord. Go follow me on Twitch and TikTok. But yeah, let's go and get into it though.
Are abundant with the sights. Each day, New York's crowded streets are abundant with the sights, smells, and sounds that make the city so easily recognizable. But at night, something else scurries around the city streets.
Whoa. Y'all see this. I know y'all see this. Well, let's go back. Bruh, you doing that drumming shit, but hold on.
But at night, something else scurries around the city streets.
They at war right now. These niggas at war right now. They at war. They might be cousins. Oh, man. Oh, nah. Lenny. He finna go to his motherfucking job. That's a hard-working father right there, I tell you.
New York is known for its rats. Next to the pigeon, they are probably the closest thing the city has to a mascot.
They are fascinating. They are complex in their behavior. Other people obviously would think that they are disgusting.
You damn right. I don't understand. I really don't understand. I don't understand how people really like, how some people like, it's people who do this for work, as in, study these things, unfortunately. Yeah, it's people who, exterminate them and all that extra stuff just to get rid of them. But here's the thing with me. You got people who keep them as pets. You got people who keep them in their house. You got people who keep them in the bed with them. You got people who do all that. I ain't letting no doggone rat in my doggone house, man. I'm sorry. You see what he's doing right here? If he wasn't in the house from the baby all the way up until he was cooking in the kitchen, bruh, this is what he was going to be doing. And if you would have messed with him, bro, he would have bit the mess out of you, cuz. So, man, stop. Y'all need to stop. Y'all a little naive when it comes to these doggone rats, I swear.
They're vermin.
I understand a lion and a tiger. Yeah, that's a little bit over the edge. But this right here, bro.
People who move here from out of state are just not ready for the amount of rats that we have out and about.
That's cap. Come down south. Come down south. Really? Yeah. Just, bro. See, that's the thing. These rats is on an island. Rats out here, they exist, but you don't see them. Meaning, if unless you live by a place that got a lot of doggone trash and all that stuff, you ain't gonna see no rats. But go out towards the country, you'll walk right past one and wouldn't even see it unless you paid attention. But they all bunched up at, man, hell no.
New York City has long been considered one of the rattiest cities in America.
I'm pretty sure.
Some estimate around 2 million rats call it home. While most New Yorkers have accepted rats as part of city life, they pose various health risks. And while government agencies work to manage the problem, some New Yorkers have taken it into their own hands.
I see rats that...
Mine got the dog. And nobody paying them to do this. You know, they just doing it just out of spite.
You don't, and they're going bananas here tonight.
Bananas.
Here is how New York City
They got bread
rats
now.
out its rodents.
Okay.
Been here since the city. Rats have been here since the city was founded. Rats have lived in the city. Rats have survived in the city by the law of large numbers.
Richard Reynolds and his team of rat-hunting canines have prowled the streets of New York City for nearly 30 years.
My official title is rat catcher, and I try to live up to that high honor.
Bro, you really low-key, you ain't doing nothing. I honor the fact that you over here trying to clean up the streets and all that, but you really not just doing too, bruh. You really not just doing too much right now. You see what I'm saying? It's like 30 years and the population still at 2 billion. $2 billion. I said 2 billion. 2 million. 2 million. 2 million. I'm saying though, Dre.
When at all possible. The dogs are trained to dispatch rats. They have jobs that they do. There are catch dogs that stand out away from the action and wait for rats to run. Then you have the push dogs that go into trash bags and other places and make the rat.
I'm sorry, y'all. My allergies bothering me. I ain't took my medicine today. That's why I keep fucking rubbing my dog on the nose. My nose is irritated. But these folks got trained doggone man. And the thing is, like I said, if you look up videos in the country of certain dogs doing this in the country, it's big old abandoned barns, man, abandoned houses, and they be deep. And then not only do they be deep in the house, they be spread it all throughout the land around that motherfucker. So if you see one, probably about 50 yards, 75 yards, 80 yards away from the house, abandoned house, that's his hood. I'm telling you.
Bolt to the catch dogs.
This dog right here, Rommel, he's a Yog Terrier, and basically what this dog does in the group is he sniffs him out, and he kind of like sets him up so the other dogs can knock him down, so to speak.
Richard and his group hunt all over Manhattan, often responding to requests from rat-phobic New Yorkers.
Y'all thought the dogs were trash can.
We're in New York City, and we have an abundant supply of rats. Big, fearsome, ugly rats. We're doing a bit of a service. We don't claim to be any great savior to the city.
Hey, at least he knows.
But we're making the rat infestation problem better, one rodent at a time.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. He doing what he can. He doing what he can.
Well, you're going to see what looks like mayhem. It's actually very controlled mayhem
I'll
and
be
very
scared.
well planned mayhem.
I sleep be still scared of y'all. Walking around with dogs and shit.
Over here, right there.
See, look. You see the man who just popped out? That man, you know it's a nigga. Look at him. He like, what the fuck? Look, he gonna pop out right here. Yeah, he gonna pop out right here. Why?
Give me the camera. I need a camera over here. Over here.
He like, what the fuck? Over here. Yeah, and then look at him. Look at his position when he holding the dog. Over here. He like the fuck.
Mayhem.
Camera with me.
That man like, oh nah.
Camera over here. Over here.
Look
Right
at
there.
him.
You guys
Over
ready?
here.
Here we
He
go.
stopped.
Here we go, party.
Didn't I just say they're just throwing the dogs in a trash can?
Over here. Right there. You guys ready? Here we go. Here we go, party.
Threw that man down in the trash. Go get him. How? God, dog. Here we go. Here we go, buddy. Oh, hell no. Just deployed his ass. Y'all saw that, right? Woo!
Here we go, party. Here. Right there. You guys ready? Here we go. Here we go, party.
That's how fast he is. I couldn't even catch him. I couldn't even pause to catch him. They just did some whole Tom and Jerry shit. And the dog is usually on Jerry's side. That's how fast that mine is. 3 seconds. Phew.
Over here. Right there. You guys ready? Here we go. Here we go, party.
In New York
God,
City,
dog. Them folk got pellets the size of almonds.
the rat that we see is the Rattus norvegicus, commonly referred to as the Norway rat, but probably more accurately referred to as the brown rat.
These brown rats made their New York City debut in the mid-1700s. As ships would set sail for the
Bro,
colonies, rats would stow away on board and find a home in the New World.
They wasn't just sitting like, what the? Why they make it seem like these new like people?
What has made them so successful in New York City is that there's always been a dense population of people that have provided food and water for them.
And why the fuck is y'all doing that, New York? That's what I want to know. I knew y'all had some type of contribution to these folks' uprising. Y'all practically neighbors. McDonald, Banana Peels. Y'all ain't taking y'all trash out. Y'all make it seem like the rats was jumping y'all when y'all went to the trash can, bruh.
And given those essential needs for survival, they have done very well.
And that's what they
Rats
expect.
are nothing short of
day.
adaptable. They can survive on just 1 ounce of food and water each day. They also reproduce quickly, with the average gestation period lasting from 21 to 23 days. A female rat births around 8 pups in a single litter. These newborns will then begin to reproduce with other rats in just 5 weeks.
Incest? Okay, so let me get this straight. it takes a human to get from a baby to what? When do, well, it's different now. I don't know. But they expect us to start, you know, doing stuff we ain't supposed to do. I'm trying to maintain good PR. I've been doing good this whole video, but yeah, they be expecting us to do the at a certain age. Back in the day, yeah, them folks was doing it around 15, 16. Now it's more of an 18 and 19 and all that shit. But nah, I ain't gonna lie, I was 15, bro. I was 15, bro. Yeah, early bloomer. But anyways, these things able to do it within a month. That means they go through puberty. They get the talk from mom and dad. They go to school. They graduate. They do all this in the span of a month. And then it's on and popping. And a rat's eyes, that is the best life you can ask for. In their world. Humans, of course not. But in their world, they got it made. And that's all they doing. Is oh man, that's all they doing. Eating, shitting, and poking. That's all they doing.
I lost $50,000 because I didn't buy a domain name. My advice, head to Wix.
So one of the things that has allowed rats to persist in New York City is the old infrastructure. Old sewer lines and subway tunnels that are underground are harborage for them, especially in the wintertime. And so rats have been able to use that space to survive the colder months and also to possibly move underneath the city and access new areas.
Wow! God dog, man! That's the real Master Splinter. The main tail looked like an earthworm. Oh man! And my brother want to go to. We were talking. He said he want to take a vacation to doggone New York. For what? For what? I'll fucks with y'all in New York, but like dog. And plus, I see one of these on the street, bro.
See another rat species throughout the United States, and
That
that
y'all
is the
breathing
roof
and
rat
take-
or the black rat. That rat is found in more tropical regions and especially on coastal areas.
But rats are territorial, and the veteran New York brown rats
They
have made it
jacking.
hard for others to survive.
They getting the
If a
one.
new couple of individuals are introduced on a ship, they
What I tell you, they treat. I have. Let me find out. Back in the day, back in like the early 19 and 1800s, rats was walking upright. They saying how you doing for real, and then they just had to play along. Man, it's just crazy.
may be outcompeted and killed by the existing population. So it's
Rat
interesting
wars.
to think that our rats are the same genetic history as the rats that were brought from the 1700s.
Since they arrived centuries ago, rats have evolved into two distinct groups. And like human New Yorkers, they can be classified by their neighborhoods.
What?
Uptown and downtown rats. A 2017 study from Fordham
Oh, this is, bruh.
Town and downtown
Uptown and downtown. Bougie ghetto. Classy hood. You serious, bruh? Y'all gotta be making this up. But they ain't making it up because I'm pretty sure there's been people in New York studying these rats for the longest, man. So this gotta be it makes sense. But, oh my gosh, bro, what am I seeing?
rats. A 2017 study from Fordham University found that both groups differ genetically and are separated by a geographic barrier, Midtown. But Midtown Manhattan is not rat-free, not even close.
So who are these?
The area is more of a commercial district. There There is less household trash and backyard space for rats to thrive off of than in uptown or downtown Manhattan.
See?
So rats have strong food preferences where they develop a taste for certain flavors based on those flavors in their mother's milk. So rats that are feeding on a particular food type, their offspring will have a preference for that food. And if we move them to a different area, while they will eat something to stay alive, they have strong preferences for what mom ate and the smells and the flavors associated with mom. You know, they have some really fantastic abilities that allow them to navigate human environments very successfully.
Bedford-Stuyvesant's neighbors on Rat Alert. A sea of trash. That's what employees at Coney Island Auto Parts in Brownsville say is causing rats in their building.
Some calling it a public health issue that needs addressing immediately.
From the outside looking in, it seems simple.
Y'all,
Seize the cash.
I gotta up my membership on YouTube just because. But no. What? No. 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 I don't want to believe that, bruh. Uptown, downtown rats, man. Mother's milk. Oh, man.
They can jump very high, they can climb rough surfaces, they can swim for a long period of time, they can chew through wood and plaster and all kinds of materials that we use in our buildings. They go from shadow to shadow like that. So even if there are people walking up and down this corridor, they may be, you know, along the edges in, you know, outside people's periphery, and then dart to an area that does provide cover. So that's why people consider them to be so smart and so diabolical, because they are able to move on the periphery of where we're looking in our vision.
Rats are known the world over to spread diseases. Over 35, in fact, whether it's through contaminated food or through parasites.
Ah!
Being that rats and mice also carry a ton of pathogens, it is a matter of public health. They carry things like toxoplasmosis, salmonella, the bubonic plague, and we don't want any of that.
Is they still carrying the plague around, bro? New York, I ain't gonna lie, y'all cook, bro. That shit, if they choose to break that shit out. Let one rat choose not to wash their hands. Y'all cooked.
Usually the exterminator that gets the first call when a rat is spotted.
I am an exterminator, and I'm an owner-operator of my own company. I do extermination of rodents, insects, and wildlife trapping. It wasn't the easiest line of work for a woman to get into, but once I got in, I excelled at it. It was just naturally fun and engaging work. I like working with the public. I like working in tough spaces, challenging jobs. As an exterminator, a typical day is getting up super, super early so I can see the action. I have keys for almost all of my restaurants. No one is around, it's quiet. I sneak in, I keep the lights off, I grab my flashlight, I flash it around the location.
Pause, 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 pause. 3 things I just missed. 3 things I just fucking missed. PR. She has keys to all the restaurants. I wonder how many restaurants and what restaurants she going to every morning. No, yeah. I want to know now because if you go into these same restaurants every morning, oh no, ma'am, you will not know. Then I'm getting up early in the morning to see the action, so I know what's going on. Cause ain't no doggone way.
And I look to see what's scattering.
And it's rats that make up most of Anne-Marie's work.
I'm looking for rodents. I'm looking for things that will be out at night, dawn, and dusk. And if you look at these...
Yeah, My mama had taught me rats will eat through. They'll eat through shit. PR. They'll eat through that stuff. I swear they will. They'll eat through it and they'll fit through it. They ain't got bones. They don't have bones. They can fit through structures like this.
The entry point for this building in particular is right here. You can see that there's a hole in the building. If I stick my hand up,
why would you want to stick
all the way up? So there is a gap where there's a lack of insulation.
Why is she sticking her hand up there is the question. I wouldn't stick my hand up there. Where will she be going?
It's like this. Most of these platforms, as you can see my hand goes in, are not built all the way to the street, so they're not flush.
Lady, you crazy! Sticking your hand in places. She just sticking her hand in there. Yeah, this is where I usually just get your hand out of there, but for something bite you. I just be hard as fuck.
Underneath, where the rats can slip inside, they can bring food in there. Of course, diners are also dropping food down there. Garbage is being sprayed under there by hoses, just you name it, anything.
I'm a big bag. I ain't dropping shit.
Don't start drop shipping in 2025. That old motto of slow shipping, low quality product.
Yeah, whatever. Thank you. No, thank you.
Ah, here we go.
Here we go. She an exterminator. She can just do this.
If you look over here, whoops, we've got a perfect cluster of rodent burrows. These are rat burrows. When rats do tunnel into the ground, they like to have 2 entryways. That way, in case a predator comes or they need to get out because they're
what predator?
Another larger rat.
Apparently, the cats in New York ain't doing their doggone job. Cause we're talking about predators. These folks ain't got no predators. Y'all are their natural predator. The cars, the cabs, the stray dogs and rats that get really, really hungry are they predators. These folks ain't got no natural predators. I do know from watching Stuart Little, it's supposed to be falcons and shit, PR around that jump, but man, ain't nothing stopping this. Y'all know, y'all said it yourself. These folks smart. They got ninjutsu and doggone. These folks getting going corner to corner, alleyway to alleyway, and y'all not even paying attention, but y'all know they're there. And they under a doggone, they under a doggone trash can just plotting to take us all out. Y'all crazy.
Where the female is protecting her young, she has another way to exit the underground lair. So we have about 8 entryways right here alone. You could feel that the ground is soft. The rats will set up shop here and make a home here because the garbage is plentiful.
I thought rats just ate trash.
So after I get home from a particularly nasty day at work, I strip right inside my front door, get the clothes off, they go right in a bag, and they get ready to go right into the laundry because, again, these rats carry...
The laundry, mom? Lady, the laundry? Take that to the furnace. Wouldn't even want to be... I'm copping clothes every week. Pretty sure she get paid enough. And look what she got on. Simple Adidas zip up. You know, motherfucker, what is that? That's a, okay, yeah. That's a good, decent. But here's the thing, though. What you talking about the doggone? Not mixing that with my other, no.
A lot of bacteria and pathogens, and we don't want to bring any of those into the home environment. It's gross. If I was in charge of getting rid of all the rats, the very first thing I would do would be to get rodent-proof trash receptacles. If you eliminate the competing food source, the rats will be more likely to, 1, not breed as often, 2, not set up shop in places where people are. They're with us because of our garbage and our littering.
In the summer of 2017, the city launched a $32 million citywide initiative to reduce the rat population in 3 target areas by 70%. The city installed 336 Big Belly solar compactors with no accessible entryway for the rats. The city now requires increased trash pickups, and any person caught illegally dumping trash faces heavy fines. But some of these new and improved trash cans are not as effective as advertised.
There you see solar-powered, compacting, rat-proof can.
My point exactly. The thing is already filled up. Where the trash man? Where the trash man?
Its purpose is totally defeated by being left open, by all the stuff around the edges. So you might just as well have a regular old container. They don't work because they don't lock them. So the rats go in down below.
That just goes to show. I actually don't need to see nothing else, but I'm just gonna let I'm gonna just do it for y'all. But New York, y'all, man, I hear y'all got the best pizza, and I really want to come down there. But if this is what I'ma see, bro, I might as well get me some steel-toe boots, like some real cowboy boots. So cause when I come down there, if I see it if it runs towards me instead of by me, I'm starting line dancing on that man. I swear. No, y'all. Cause nah. No, sir.
The exterminators look to other methods.
There is a rodent bait station, and this is being used by the Department of Health to manage a known population. And so inside would be most likely either a rodenticide that is a bait that the rodent would feed on, and then within a week or so succumbs to the active ingredient. Or in some cases, what they do is they have a non-toxic bait, so it doesn't have the active ingredient, and then they'll put snap traps in there. So the rodent will come, they'll get used to the bait, and then they'll deploy a trap, and that will catch the rodent that comes in.
Bro, these folks is literally on some Tom and Jerry type shit. Except for we Tom. These folks, these animals is adapting to everything that y'all throw at them. It's slick impressive. But still, man. You don't make no dog sense, but dog.
One of the most effective traps I use are the old school wooden Victor snap trap. People think that this is an outdated mode of catching
It is.
rats. It's actually one of the better ones. Rats are neophobic.
No! It's like 8 of them in there.
To manage the problem.
Camera with me. Give me a camera. I need a camera over here. Over here. Right there. You guys ready? Here we go. Here we go. Party. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Are you not?
We started about 30 years ago over in New Jersey at Liberty State Park, and we had a dog show there that was fairly overrun with rats, and some of our dogs decided on their own to handle the problem.
I was finna say something. I ain't even gonna say nothing.
And the park superintendent saw that and said, hey, can you guys come back and make it a regular thing? And Rats was born. Several weeks ago, a man came out very poorly dressed, not elegant by any stretch of the imagination, said, are you the Ratters? And I said, yes. And he handed me a $20 bill. And it looked to me like he didn't have a $20 bill to spare. But he cared that much, and that impressed me.
I bet you still took that man's money, too. Man, I tell you, bro.
Any dog will catch a rat. Any dog will kill a rat. The terrier.
My dog ain't, bruh. My dog ain't did this shit nan time.
Do it faster and better than the other breeds, and they endure. They have the tenacity to hang in there. 100 rats a night are not enough for them.
100?
They still want more.
Oh nah, I pray y'all take these dogs. I know y'all take these dogs to the vet on a regular basis. I know y'all don't let these dogs be licking y'all in the doggone face. I know y'all don't let these dogs be licking y'all in the doggone face.
You know, it was another time we went by like a pretty serious crime scene with like a bunch of blood. And then there's just crazy stuff like seeing a rat get ripped in half by 2 dogs.
What is that? What does that have to do with anything? Y'all, what is he talking about? Folks just be talking. Folks just be talking, I tell you. What does a murder scene have to do with a rat being torn up?
And then there's a guy who said, no matter where you are in Manhattan, you're no more than 30 feet from a rat.
See what I tell you? That's worse. In the South, you probably 50 yards from a rat. If you in the country, depending on where you at. You know, middle of a field, stuff like that. But here, you within 10, 20, 30 feet of them? No, sir.
You may not see it. You may not know it's there. It may be under you, over you. But they're there. And this is true. There have been rats here for 15, 20 years in this very pile.
Y'all go to the same spot every night.
When I drop him into a garbage can or a dumpster and he just shakes it all Jurassic Park style, it's really fun.
Invitation to hunting dogs. People are always coming up with ways to wage war on the city's rats.
Norway rats are definitely the most challenging pest to get rid of because they are smart, they acclimate well to humans, and they are neophobic, meaning they're afraid of new things. So if I do set out traps, if I set out bait stations, the rat will actually avoid it and not go near it because it knows it's not part of the natural environment. And there's nothing more unnatural for them than a plastic box that shows up out of nowhere.
I'm over here looking in the corner of my doggone room. Real talk, because I don't even just play like that. I don't like spiders, roaches. I'm allergic to roaches. I don't like spiders, roaches, or rats, or mice. Anything small and fast that can move faster than me, I'm afraid of it. Just know that.
With a strange and chalky and nasty food source in it.
You.
I don't think the exterminators know what they in for. I ain't gonna lie.
Exterminators, researchers, and city officials alike urge New Yorkers to be vigilant in doing their part.
The only thing that's ever going to reduce rats to a manageable level is to clean up. If you remove the food supply, the rats go away. Plain and simple.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, Papa Doc. They ain't having it no time soon. Y'all asking folks who've been throwing trash out here since the early 1900s to clean up. Good luck. That don't make no doggone sense, but it's when your boy down south AB, and I'm wrapping it up. You see that? Dog. I'm wrapping up as you can see. So if you like this video, be sure to leave a comment, like. Also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you want more videos like this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also join my Discord, link in the description. Join. Follow me on TikTok and follow me on Twitch. I'll be streaming there, and I also upload my content there. So y'all stay blessed, and like I said, Happy New Year. We started 2026 off with a bang, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Chill.